Okay, so terminal tackle here we have just your essentials, your 2-inch gap hooks, a 3 to 4 to 5, and then eventually 6. We have the spot remover jig heads for finesse. We have the swim bait hooks in here, more swim bait hooks, peggets. There's some punching hooks in here. There's some skipjack hooks, more treble hooks over here. The tube jig hooks, more peggets, some these are those slingshot rigs that I bought. Never used them. Weights, lead and tungsten. Am I convinced that tungsten is better? Yes, actually for flipping. I can get away with a smaller bait, but still have the same amount of weight as I would need if I were using lead. You know, like these tungsten punching weights here are real heavy, and it allows me to really get through that matted vegetation to where those fish are going to be underneath waiting in an ambush. What else? Some other gammas in here for replacement treble hooks in the red, and then the short shank gammas in here as well for when I need to make a quick altercation to a bait like this one's going to get switched out. I got to put new hooks on here. Baby 1 minus. Gonna put some new hooks on that. Ready to go. From there we have soft body swim baits. So we looked at hard body swim baits in the beginning, where I found my chain. Still really excited that I found that. Here we have Black Dog Bait Companies, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So all these are Black Dog Bait Companies. These were actually called the Fake Fish, but from what I read, they actually had to change the name because a company already had that name coined. So they had to change it to a Shimmy Shad, which I think it fits. It looks like a shad. But then you have the bluegill ones as well. These work really well up here where I'm from. A lot of the bluegills in the lakes and ponds that I fish are dark in color. And then there are the times where you get those really light colored ones as well, like these guys here. So just, again, having different color options available is sometimes important, and at other times it's not. Here's the paddle tail, the Bastrix, or the Shadtastics, whatever the brand this is, I'm not sure. Here's the big Weed Slingers by Black Dog Bait Company. This is a very heavy bait in the front. This is almost classified as a swim bait, in my opinion, a soft body swim bait, but very heavy in the front. You can really throw these things a good long distance. It's not just all hollowed up in the front of the head like these are. But next we have, this is just a box of Spikets. And you can see here I have another Shimmy Shad that's all white. And I just want to briefly demonstrate what this product does for those that are curious. The Spiket dye. I hope I don't spill this stuff, because it does permanently dye whatever it gets on. So I have blue, red, yellow, green, and another one of yellow. But I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. So take the cap off if I can. It wants to keep coming off the whole thing. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but I'll get it, hopefully. Nope, maybe not. Hold on 1 second. Oh, you're going to be difficult for me. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we're good now. So here's the Spiket marker, and this is the red side. There's a chartreuse side as well, as you can see. But look, if I want to add a little bit of red to this bait, there it goes. That's permanent. So now I just created a gill capillary on there. And if I wanted to do, put a little yellow on the end, which isn't going to work for me either, but I could do that to the tail. I could just, I can write your name in here. If your name is Josh, I can write Josh on the bait. Just do whatever, and it's permanent too. It will not come off. Just allow it to dry a little bit, but it's permanent. If your name is John, I'll do John on this side just so you feel special. So you can see it's permanent. I ruined the bait, but it probably would still catch a fish if John and Josh were on there. But you get the point. I just wanted to point that out to people. It's a really good product to use if you need to make a quick change to the color of your bait. It also works on hard baits like crankbaits and jerkbaits. And if you want to take it off, you just get some non-scented fingernail polish remover, and you wipe it once and it comes right off. So your bait's back to normal after that. But Spike It is the name of this company, and then here are the bottles. You just dip the tail end of it in there, and it'll dye it permanently. So next we'll go through spinnerbaits, and I briefly kind of went through this in video number 1, but I guess get a more in-depth look. So there's some chatterbaits there in the back, and buzzbaits starting off here in black, and then unnatural colors, your chartreuses, and some orange and green spinnerbaits. Most of these are Terminators or Booyahs. There are also some Strike Kings in here, like right here. And then here are the spinnerbaits in the blue colors, and more spinnerbaits in the chartreuse. Those are willow leaf design only, either double or tandem. And then we go to the Colorado and Indianas in chartreuse and white, and then all white in the Colorados and Indianas, and then all white in the willow leafs, either double or tandem. Extra skirts are a must. Sometimes I'll make a quick change on the skirt color. Those are there for me. And then on the other side are just some trailers, Kalin's grubs, and some Yamamoto's. Nothing special there, just your basic grubs. Sometimes I'll just fish a grub just by itself if I'm fishing a river and targeting smallmouth. You know, you can't go wrong with a chartreuse grub, right? So that's all of my tackle. Most of it anyways. Thanks for watching. I'm so glad I found my chain. I can't tell you how excited I am about that. But I enjoyed going through all this stuff with you. If you guys have any questions or comments, again, please feel free to leave them. I'm here to help. So I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you out on the water.